Hi, angels! Hey, everybody. Well, it's exactly 9:15 according to my phone. It is 9:15 p.m. on a Tuesday. It is the 19th. Hi, Eunice. Hi, BJ. Hey, Kenny. Rashid, I'll call you Rashid. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Furman. Oh my gosh. Hi, angels. I'll call you Rashid. Rashid. Furman, how are you? Hey, Star, how are you? Hey, Ashaki. Hey, Shafraz. All my angels are chiming in. I miss you guys. Hey, Carlos. Good night, Pumpkin Mumpkin. Hi, Ashaki, my love bug. Hi, Rashid. I see you. I see you. Hi, Darren. Hi. Good night. Good night. Or morning, depending on what part of the world that you are in. I want you guys to do me a huge favor. Please. This is the first time you guys are actually going to see me begging. Please. Please. Make sure and put where you're chiming in from, what part of the world you're chiming in from, okay? Do not forget to put it down when you're typing and you're saying hi to me. Make sure you put where you're calling in from or you're chiming in from. Hi, Enrique. Hi, Winston. Hey, Keith. Hi, Angels. Hey, Jamie. How are you, sweetheart? Let me know where you guys are chiming in from, what part of the world or what part of the country you guys are chiming in from. Hey, Steven. Hola, Furman. Hi, Kazi. How are you? Hey, Steven. Hi, Samuel. Hi. Oh, hi, Jeraine. Oh, my God. You just upped my adrenaline times 5,000, Jeraine. I'm going to tell you that now. Hi, Avian. So, Lopez, I think it's Rolito, if I'm saying it right. Everybody say hi to one of my best friends from primary school, Jeraine. Hi, Jeraine. Hi, Harish. How are you? Okay, so we got Pakistan in the house. I know we have Trinidad in the house. Who else we have in the house? Hey, Francis. Hey, Stephen. We got Virginia in the house. How are you, Adrian? Hi, Stephen. How are you? So y'all know the drill, right? Poria? What part of the country is that, Stephen? Let me know what part of the country where that is. You have to educate me, okay? I don't know everything, and I don't tend to act like I know everything. I know what I know and I teach what I teach, but you guys, sometimes the teacher becomes the student, so you guys have to educate me as well. So let me know exactly what part of the country that is, or part of the world, or if that's a city. So let me know what part, where you're from, what part of the world, Stephen Garner. I'm speaking to, because there's a lot of Stevens on here. Hey, Irvin, how are you? Excuse me, what a way to start, huh? Burping in your ears. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Nisha, how are you, sweetheart? Hi, everybody. I wanted to make some hot tea, but I don't know if I should make some hot tea or just sit here and drink water when my throat gets dry. I don't know. So how you guys been doing? I miss you guys so much. I miss my angels so much. Hi, Bastill. Hi, Nisha. I see you, sweetheart. Hey, Corey. Thank you, Samuel. I washed my hair today, and it's wet. My bun, if you guys could feel, I wish my bun is wet. It's wet. I washed my hair today. That's why it's looking all like crazy. So, Sergio, I'll call you by your last name. Hi, Devon. Hi, Randy. Good night. Oh, thank you, Star. Okay, we got Nigeria in the house. So we got Trinidad, we got Pakistan, we got Virginia, we have Nigeria. All right, who else we have in the house? Let me see what time it is. Oh, I said 9:30. I said 9:30. I'll start the message. Hi, Alonzo. So, for those of you who don't know how I do things on here, usually what I will do is I will chime in. I will go live at 9:15, and from 9:15 to 9:30 as a token of my appreciation for everyone that's chiming in, I shout you out on here. I cannot physically get to you and give you hugs and kisses, so this is the best I can do for now until I get to your part of the country. So everybody just thumbs up for technology right now. Hi Alonzo, hi Mark, hi Lamar, hi everybody. So this is my way, temporarily, not permanently, of showing my appreciation for all you guys that are chiming in. So that's why I get on here as early as I can and allow 15 minutes for you guys to chime in, because I want to say hi to you guys. I want to know that I know and I see you guys are on here. Hi Yasin, how are you? So Sergio, I'll call you by your last name, because I don't like butchering people's last name. I don't like doing that. Hey Lamar, I see you, honey. Where are you chiming in from, Lamar? How come I don't see Cutie on here? Cutie's always on my page, but I don't know why he's not on here tonight. Oh, look at all the hearts. All the hearts. I heart you too. Here's mine for you guys. There you go. It's black. There you go. Oh, there you go. There's my heart. Here you go. You guys give me hearts, I'll give it back. Here you go. Thank you, Star. Thank you. That's right. You got to get my Nigerians on here. I love you guys to the moon and back. I love you. I love you. All right. That's right. Shout out all the Trinis. We have a lot of Trinis on here tonight, too. Hey, Ramesh. Where you chiming in from, honey? What part of the world are you chiming in from? Angels of mine, how you change my world, you never know. Come on, sing it with me. What you change your face? What you said? Because I'm gonna change my Facebook name, boo. What you gonna change it to? Lamar, I'm talking to you, Lamar. Hey Travis, hi honey. All my love bugs are on here tonight. Limar Star. Okay. Are you guys keeping up with the World Cup? Are you guys, why am I looking so, I'm looking blurry. I don't like that. Maybe I'm moving around too much. I'm so excited I'm moving around too much. Let me just, this is my finger. I'm going to take my finger and wipe my camera. So don't go into a panic attack, people, okay? It's not something coming towards you guys and jumping to your phone. It's just my finger. Okay, hold on. I'm going to wipe. I'm wiping. I just wiped. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sergio. Thank you. Hi, Jamie. Hey, Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Hey, how much are all you watching the World Cup? All you know, I have the fever. I have it bad. I have it bad. But I'll tell you all something. Some of you guys might agree. Some of you guys might disagree with what I'm about to say. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But those refs are doing a bunch of caca. I don't like the way they're doing things. They're calling fouls and giving penalties when they're not supposed to, and when they're supposed to, they're not even doing it. I swear. I don't know if you guys saw the game between, who was it? Was Tanzania, not I want to say it right, Tanzania and London. Man, did you guys see how aggressive they were playing? They were playing, I was like, oh, it was like plain as day. You know how much fights broke out on that field? To tell you how aggressive they were playing. I love you too, Star. Right, Argentina too. That game, man. These refs, man. Somebody needs to go and give them a lesson on what calls to call when they need to call it. Because I mean, Brazil got. I mean, they really got. I mean, I'm still in shock because of some of the calls that the refs didn't call when Brazil was playing. They got shafted up the yang pang. But what can you do? You can do something. Yes, you can. We all can get together and I'm going to figure out what we can do. But there's always something you can do. If you have a problem and you see something wrong, you get up and you do your research and you do what you have to do. And I'm going to do my research and see who it is I have to call, see who it is I have to contact, see who it is I have to write. Because we need to get these refs on their P's and Q's and let people know, hey, motherfucker, we're watching. What you're doing is not right. Get your shit together or get the hell out of Dodge, right? Hi, Marvin. Hey, Vicente, how are you? Oh, Nigeria coming home with the cup. I'm going to put some good juju your way. Some good juju style. Good juju. Hey, James. James is on. I'm going to do the dance for you, James. Do the happy dance. James is on. Do the happy dance. Hi, Muhammad. Everybody say hi to my brother from another mother. How are you, honey? I had some doubles. When I had doubles? Saturday. I went and I get some doubles Saturday. Let me see what time it is. How much minutes we have? You all ready to sing with me? We only got 4 minutes before I say what I gotta say. So you gotta stay. I only got 4 minutes. I only got 4. And we're running out of time. So you guys better hurry up and chime in. Because when I start the message, a lot of people get mad. Shout me out, shout me out. No, motherfucker. I said 9:15 to 9:30. I'm chiming. I'm going to shout people out once I start the message. I'm not going to be interrupting my message because it's not fair to the people who chime in early to listen to what it is I have to say. So I'm not going to stop in the middle of my message to shout anyone out if you chime in after 9:30, okay? I'm a very fair person. I love all of you to death. I love all of you to death. And I respect each and every one of you guys chiming in, and I will never disrespect you in that way. I give you guys from 9:15 to 9:30 to chime in, and then I shout you guys out. When it's 9:30, we're going to start on the message. Right, guys? Where my crew? And you guys know firsthand that I am a woman of my word. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Ashaki's like, girl, what you want tonight? I am just on happy vibes. I'm just happy. Constantly, I'm always pushing that energy towards every single person I meet, even on here. I push that energy, and I'm going to give you guys do this for me. Take a deep breath. And just feel the butterflies in your tummy coming from me. Here you go. Here you go, here you go, here you go. You feel the butterflies? Those are from me. Do you feel that energy in your tummy? Do you feel that happiness in there? I'm sending it to you guys right now. I'm sending all that happy, 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 positive energy to you guys. So if you start feeling little, like little butterflies in your tummy, and you start to feel happy, and you're like, oh my God, what was that? That was Regan. That was me. We're playing Argentina in finals. Ashaki, hope you know what will be this. I will be watching. I will be watching the game, star. Okay, so let's see what time it is. You feeling hungry, girl? Where you going to eat? Okay, guys. Okay. All right. I'm like, next. So I'm going to start in the discussion, and what I want to talk to you guys about is something that we all go through. And some of the things that I'm going to teach you guys tonight will probably, I mean, when I was doing my research, it shocked the poop out of me. Some of the things that I was reading. And I know for a fact this is definitely going to be a learning experience for both you guys and me. I want to say it's a lot of information, but it's really not a lot of information. It's a lot of good information. It's something that you guys need to take in. You need to soak it in. You need to sap it up. And then I want you, when you talk to your friends, you talk to your family, I want you guys to educate them correctly on what it is we're talking about tonight. So I hope you have your pen and your paper, or your pencil, or your crayon, or your eyeliner, or your lipstick, and your paper, or whatever you have. So we're going to jump right into the message now. So what I want to talk to you guys about, I want to talk to you guys about depression. I want to talk to you guys about the triggers of depression. I want to talk to you guys about stress. Now, what I like to do is, before I just jump into the message, I want to explain to you guys what depression is, because a lot of people, even though you sometimes, because it's emotional and you're dealing with emotions, you don't exactly know how to explain it. So I'm going to explain to you what depression is. So depression is a medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, how you act, and the way you think. What it does is it causes feelings of sadness. You gradually lose your interest in doing any activities, anything that you like to do. Even if it's watching TV, you don't want to watch TV. You don't want to eat. You don't want to go out and take a walk. You don't want to hang out with your friends. You don't want to do nothing. So you lose interest in all the things that you enjoy. Even it's hot as shit outside and it's nice outside, you just want to lay on the couch. Now I don't know if you guys are, a lot of you guys are aware, which I am aware of now, is that depression has triggers. So there are things that trigger depression, and some of the things that trigger depressions are often experiences in your life that could be really traumatic, like losing a loved one, whether sometimes losing a loved one, whether you've been sexually abused, whether you've been raped, or domestic violence. Losing your job is another depression trigger. The end of a relationship is another depression trigger. Feeling overwhelmed is something I get that sometimes. A health condition, you go to the doctor and you find out you have a health condition, you have cancer, or you find out you have a disease or something. Sometimes it's curable, sometimes it takes time, sometimes it doesn't. Depending on what the health condition is, that is a trigger for depression. Poor sleeping habits. And one of the things that we all can relate to is financial difficulty. And that is another thing that that's another trigger for depression. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Now, you just heard all the triggers, right? So what do all these things have in common? Losing your job, ending a relationship, feeling overwhelmed, health conditions, poor sleeping habits, financial. What is the one thing that all these depression triggers have in common? Can any one of you guys tell me? I'm not going to wait too long for an answer because I don't want to pause too long, okay? So if you guys have an answer for it, you can. Yes, being homeless. So one of the things, I'll tell you, one of the things all these triggers have in common, that's right, stress. Now, all these depression triggers, one of the things they all have in common is stress. And Jamie, you hit it right on the button, stress. Now, stress is, we usually encounter stress when we fight life. Hold on, somebody's trying to call in. When we fight life, when we don't accept the things the way they are, stress is usually our reaction to situations, right? You guys agree? Are you listening so far? Okay, so before I go into details about stress, there are two types of stress. There's chronic stress and there is everyday stress. Now, the difference between the everyday stress is you're at your job, you have a deadline to meet, you have a paper to meet, whether you're in school or you're rushing to pick up your kid or you have to rush to make dinner. That is everyday stress, right? So you get through that moment and then you're like, woosah. That's everyday stress. Nothing serious. But the one I want to exaggerate on, and a lot of times we all experience this and we just don't know, it's called chronic stress. Chronic stress is prolonged stress. It's the stress that you from the time you wake up in the morning, you're showering, you're thinking about the problem, you're eating, you're thinking about the problem, you're getting dressed, you're thinking about the problem, you go to work, you're thinking about the problem, you come home, you're thinking about the problem. That's chronic. And chronic stress is stress that is prolonged, meaning it goes on for days, it goes on for weeks, it goes on for months. And I want to stress a little, not stress, bleh, that's not the word I want to use. I want to explain to you guys the difference between depression and grief. Okay, so depression lasts for a long time. Depression, when you're grieving someone or you're grieving the death of a loved one, grief usually doesn't last that long. Depression will last for months and months and months. So I'm gonna tell you guys what stress does to the body, and then you guys tell me if it's worth, if situations are worth stressing over. So I'm gonna school you guys on what stress does to the body. So I did some research, and stress, it releases a hormone called cortisol. I don't know if you guys are familiar with cortisol. So cortisol is a hormone that runs through our body all the time, and it, you know, when you get, it's you feel that adrenaline in your body when you're running away from something. So there's good stress and there's bad stress. So the good stress is when you sense danger and that adrenaline starts running in your body, that's cortisol. So, and then you flee from the danger and then you relax, right? Now, stress, when you stress, it releases an excess amount of cortisol in your body, and what that does, it impairs the brain ability to function. So, according to Dartmouth Journal of Science, stress can actually kill brain cells. So, I'm gonna run down some of the things that stress will do to your body. These are facts upon facts. You can Google it, you can research it yourself. So stress, what does stress do to the body? What does stress do to your brain? Stress kills your brain cells. Stress, when you're stressed out, you become forgetful. You forget where you place your keys, you forget your doctor's appointments, little simple everyday things that you do on a regular, you forget. It creates fear. This is stress we're talking about. This is what stress does to your body. This is what stress does to your mind. Stress creates fear. It creates anxiety. Stress halts the production of new brain cells. It depletes critical brain chemicals causing depression. So it reduces the level of serotonin. I call serotonin the happy molecule. Serotonin is the chemical that regulates our moods. So when you're happy, it releases endorphins in your brain, and all those chemicals work together, right? And serotonin is one of the most critical chemicals that our body needs. It regulates our mood. So one of the chemicals that gets depleted when you're stressed is serotonin, right? When you're stressed, your appetite, it affects your appetite. It affects the way you sleep. All right. Now you put all these things together because you're stressing out, and then what in turn happens is because you're depleting all these critical chemicals in order for your brain to work and in order for your brain to function. What happens is all these chemicals get mixed up. It gets depleted, it gets mixed up. One chemical, there's different pathways to different chemicals that go from your different parts of your body to your brain. So when you get stressed, you're confusing your chemicals and you deplete the serotonin. The cortisol goes sky high, and then it depletes the serotonin in your body, and that is what causes depression. Okay. Sometimes, I know some of you guys will disagree with me, but depression sometimes is genetic. Sometimes it is generation from generation. Unfortunately, some people can't help it because their parents probably had low serotonin level. It was passed on to them, and it was passed on to the kids, and it was passed on to their kids, kids. Depression, when you're depressed, you're more prone to addiction. So when you're depressed, more than likely you do drugs, more than likely you become an alcoholic, more than likely there's other addictions that you're prone to, but one of the main ones is you go to drugs and you go to alcohol. Depression, it makes you when you're stressed, it makes you stupid. It impairs your ability to make decisions, right? So it also, when you're stressed, what it also does is it lets out toxins into your brain. You're poisoning your brain when you're stressing over things. And usually when you're stressing is usually when you encounter stress, it's because we fight life. We fight, and we don't accept the things that are happening in our life right now. It's the way we react to the situation. So that is what creates stress. It's not the situation, it's not your financial situation, it's not the fact that you lost your job, it's not the end of the relationship. It's how you react to the situation is what causes the stress. All right, so this is what I want to talk to you guys about. We're going to talk about avoiding these triggers. Okay, so this is how I want you guys to, this is how we're going to start this hold on, I have my notes here. So how do you avoid these situations? So remember, I just told you guys that stress is encountered by the way you react to situations. So I want you guys to think about this for a second. What is the one thing, no matter who you are, no matter your color, no matter your race, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your age, no matter your status, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, what is the one thing we all have in common? What's the one thing we all have in common, and it's the one thing we all possess? What is it? Can somebody tell me what it is? Anybody? Anybody? Do you guys want me to tell you what it is? The one thing that we possess, the one most powerful thing that we possess as human beings, is the power to make a choice. the power to make decisions. We make decisions consciously, and I want to say I'm using it the right one, subconsciously and consciously. So when you get off the bed, right, you're making a decision to get off the bed, right? You make a decision to brush your teeth. You make a decision on what clothes to wear. You make a decision on what you want to eat. So we're making decisions all the time, 24/7. And whether you choose to make a decision or not, there are going to be consequences for that, right? So the moment we make a decision, everything in our life immediately changes. Okay, so whether you make a bad decision, something in your life is going to change. If you make a good decision, something in your life is going to change. Okay, so think back on a time in your life when you made a decision. It could have been a good decision, or it could have been a bad decision, right? So let's say you decide, like me, I made a decision I go to Yard House on a Wednesday. I make that decision to go there, and then what ends up happening because of the decision I made, it turns out I end up meeting a lot of people. I meet a lot of good people. We have a lot of good conversations. So what I want you guys to start doing is, because stress is caused by the way we look at the situation, by the way we react to the situation. I want you guys to start looking at situations from a positive point of view. We as human beings, we are happier when we progress. Yes. I want you guys to stop enabling your bad habits. I want you guys to stop sitting around. If you lost your job, stop sitting around, moping around, and feeling sorry for yourself. That is you're not going to get any results from sitting down feeling sorry for yourself. You were in a relationship, the relationship ended. I want you guys, yes, I'm not saying that you're going to be sad. I'm not saying that you're going to be disappointed. I'm not saying that you're not going to hurt. I'm not saying you're not going to be mad and angry at the person. I'm not saying that you're not going to go through these emotions. You're going to go through these emotions. We all are human beings, but you cannot stay in it. You guys have to snap back. You are responsible for your behavior. No one else is responsible for your behavior. You are responsible for your behavior. So you have to get into the habit of breaking all those bad habits you have of enabling yourself. You have to take, yep, I agree, Doreen, sometimes it's hard, but if you get into the mindset that it's hard, then you're, how do I say it? All right, let me put it this way for you, Doreen. If you see or look at things worse than it is, all you're doing is you're making it a lot difficult for you. So see this situation as it is. Be realistic. You have to be realistic. You have to deal with the reality of the situation, right? And you have to get strong. The most simplest way to get strong is you have to make the decision to want to do better. You have to make the decision for yourself. You have to come to that conclusion. I'm not saying don't deal with this situation. Once you deal with the reality of this situation and what's going on, the next step is like you say to yourself, okay, this is where I am. This is what's going on in my life right now. You have to look at the situation for what it is, not for anything else, but for what it is. And once you grasp that reality and you come to the realization that this is what's going on, okay, now I have to figure out how to fix it. That's going to do is that's going to make you a stronger person. I want you guys to decide to start looking at life in a different way. Your decision, your choice, the way you feel, what you focus on, that is what you feel. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gents, but whatever you focus on and whatever you make your decisions on, that's what you're going to feel. So if you're going to sit there and focus on everything bad that's going on in your life, you're going to start feeling bad. If you start sitting and focusing on, oh, this person doesn't like me, that person doesn't like me, how is that going to make you start feeling? Right? So you have to make a decision today to focus on finding a solution and focus on the positive, because when you focus on the negative, what that's going to do is it's going to start building up a lot of unnecessary stress that you don't need, because when you sit there and you stress and you worry about a situation, you're not finding a solution. All you're doing is you're putting yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually deeper and deeper into a hole. And I'm gonna tell you guys something, and I know that a lot of us, I myself, went through that. I don't want you guys to feel ashamed of being judged or because of a situation that you're going through. And that's why a lot of times when we're going through a hard time, or when we're dealing with a situation, we tend to want to stay by ourselves and be by ourselves. It's because we're so afraid of judgment. We're so afraid of what people would think if they hear what I'm going through, or if they hear what situation I'm going through. I don't want you guys to get stuck in that mindset. Surround yourself with people who would help you. Surround yourself with positive support. You need to surround yourself with people who been through that same situation. And another way to look at your situation is use your situation, use what you're going through as a testimony, because you don't know, you could be helping and saving someone's life because they are going through the same thing you're going through, but they may be experiencing it 10 times worse than you are. You might be a lot stronger than that person, and you would be able to pull them through. And then when you help them, you're actually helping yourself in return, right? So progress. So I want you guys to make the decision. Like I said, I'm not telling you guys don't cry, don't bawl, don't get angry, don't get resentful. You have to go through the emotions. You have to go through the sadness. You have to go through the pain. You have to go through the hurt. That's why God gave us all these emotions. Okay, when we grow through what we go through. I know you guys hear me say that all the time. Once you go through the situation and you heal, you have to make the effort to make progress. And when we make progress, what happens is we become happy. When you're at a standstill and you're not moving and you're not making progress, what happens is you start getting depressed. You start getting stressed out. You're like, my life is not the way it wants to be. Nothing's going the way I want it to go. When we're happier when we make progress. And you have to want to make the choice and make the decisions to make the changes that you need to make. Force yourself to make those changes. Here's an example, right? Let me use this analogy. When you go to a store and you go shopping and you try on a jeans and the jeans doesn't fit, what do? Do you just stoop and turn around and walk out of the store? No. What do? You keep trying on different sizes of jeans till you find the right fit. Same thing with clothes, men. Same thing with suits. Same thing with shoes. And that's how I want you guys to look at life. I want you guys, if you get into a situation and you try and that solution doesn't work, you try another solution. You keep trying and you keep trying until you find the right avenue, the right solution, and the right pathways in order to get to where you need to get to be able to be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually grounded. Okay? Another thing that I want you guys to do is I want you guys to, all of us have a passion. All of us have something that we're passionate about. All of us have something that we want to do, something that we really want to accomplish in life. I want you guys to find something that you can look forward to. Whether it's, if you achieve the things that you want to achieve in your career, find something that you want to do. If it's playing tennis or something that you're really passionate about. find yourself a mentor. Learn from other people's experiences and let your situation become a testimony to help others. Okay? I know you guys have heard the saying that, and it's true and tried. I'm going to use this situation and I'm going to use this analogy because we all can relate, and I know you guys have heard this a million trillion times. If you want to become a millionaire, right? If you have 5 millionaires in the room and you start hanging out with all those 5 millionaires, you would become what? The 6th millionaire. Have you guys ever heard that saying before? So that's what I want you guys to start doing. If you're in a place and space and you're not feeling, you're stressed out, you're feeling depressed, you feel like nothing's going your way, I want you guys to, you have to force yourself first of all, because I've been there. I know what it feels like. There's so many situations where I've been in where I had to deal on a daily basis with a manic depressive person. There was a point in time where I was in the car with this person. This person was going through a lot. I was in the car with this person and they wanted to run me and themselves into a tree. While this person was going through the depression, a couple of times this person wanted to take me along with them. And finally, they got the help that they needed and they're on medication. Sometimes you do need that. You do need the medication in order to balance your chemicals out. But if you find you're getting to a really, really dark place in your life and you're contemplating suicide, you guys have to reach out to someone and get the help that you need. Okay? And that's true, Ashaki. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you start hanging around positive people and you start, even if you start hanging around the people that are going through the same things that you're going through, you would sit there and you realize sometimes what you're going through is not half as bad as what someone else is going through. You understand what I'm saying? So while you're sitting there and you think your life is over and it's about to come to an end, the person right next to you could be going through something 10 times worse, and that could be a defining moment for you and help that person. You guys help each other. All right? So that is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I didn't want to stay too long because I just want you guys to grasp the most important part of the message. And I wanted you guys to be aware of the triggers of depression and what stress does to the body and how to avoid those depression triggers. Okay? So with that said, angels, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the forum open for a couple minutes. And I want you guys, if you guys have any questions or comments, I want you guys to go ahead. I slept bad and my arm is hurting. I want you guys to feel free to chime in if you have any questions or comments. I'm not going to stay too long, like I said, because I don't want to drag out the discussion too long. But if you guys don't have any questions or comments, give me a thumbs up like Ashaki is doing. And at 10 o'clock, I will go ahead and log off. And I want you guys to always remember to always love unconditionally and without expectations. All right, you guys have to be there for one another, love one another, care for one another, help others without expecting anything in return. All right, something as a walking down the street, well, it depends on the type of personality you have, but sometimes stopping and talking to someone, you never know what it is they need, or could be just for you to listen to them or just to acknowledge them and say, hey, how are you? And in a split second, that could change their mood. It can make the person's day. A hug can make the person's day. A hi, hello, how are you doing can make a person's day. So, you have to live and grow in love. And I believe in love. I believe in unconditional love. And that's something that I want. I wouldn't say I'm not going to push it on you guys, but I want you guys to start seeing the world the way I see it. I know you guys, we all have different opinions, and we have different ways of thinking and looking at things. But once you guys start loving yourself unconditionally, it becomes second nature. It becomes so easy to be able to love and embrace everything around you, every living thing around you. One thing that what's his name, that the author that I love a lot, what's his name, he wrote the Four Agreements, what's his name, Don Miguel Ruiz said, if you have eyes of love, everything around you, you're gonna be in love with you're gonna love the rain, you're gonna love the rocks, you're gonna love the stream, you're gonna love the butterflies. But if you see the world through eyes of sadness, everything around you, you're gonna perceive as, when the rain falls, you're gonna be sad. If you see a couple sitting down smooching like there's no tomorrow, you're gonna be sad. If you see kids, I mean, every little happy moment, because you see with the eyes of sadness, is going to become sad to you. So I want you guys to start looking at situations, see the world through eyes of love and happiness. And I can't stress to you guys how much, after learning and practicing these methods, if I could just grab you guys individual and just put you inside my body and see for yourself that what I'm teaching you guys, it works. It's real. It works. I'm always happy. There's not a moment that I'm not walking around mad at the world or mad and disappointed. I don't. You know, and I want you guys to get in that place and space where you perceive the world the way I perceive it. It makes life so much easier. It makes things so much better. You're able to make the right decisions when your mind is clear, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So many doors open for you, because the more positive energy you put out there, it always comes back to you tenfold. All right, so my angels, I'm going to let you guys go. I have some work to do. My night is not done. I am working on something for you guys, and I'm about to jump on that right now. So I love you so much, angels. Thank you guys so much, so much for chiming in. I really appreciate you guys from the bottom, top, side, left side, right side, middle, back side of my heart. Every nook and cranny and crevice of my heart is so full with appreciation and gratefulness for you guys. I love you all so much. Stay encouraged. I love you guys to the moon and back. And I always end my night with my kisses for my angels. So you guys ready for your kisses? I took the case off my phone, so I'm afraid to hold it before it drops. I am very clumsy. I would have you guys know something about me that you never knew. I'm a little clumsy. All right. I love you, angels. Mwah. Good night.